Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Rachel Zerin here with a thought for Shabbat. How do our physical surroundings influence the way we relate to the world? Can a place help us be more calm or focused or even more holy? Or do our physical surroundings have nothing to do with our inner lives? I've been thinking a lot about place recently as I move into my new home. As anyone who's ever moved can imagine, my life is filled with boxes and more boxes. It feels chaotic. As I begin to unpack, I've noticed something. The more I create spaces in my home that are settled and organized, the more I feel settled and organized. It's as if my inner emotional state is a perfect reflection of my physical surroundings. This parallel between the external and the internal underlies a key idea in this week's Parashat Re'eh, which seems obsessed with place. Throughout our Torah portion, we find commandments that must be performed in a specific location, including the commandment to bring ma'aser sheni, or the second tithe, 10% of one's harvest, to Jerusalem. What's unusual about the second tithe is that even though it must be brought to Jerusalem, it is only the person who brings it who must eat it there. Why then does it have to be brought to Jerusalem? The Torah itself offers a reason. Lema'an tilmad liyira et Adonai Elohecha kol hayamim, in order that you may learn to have awe of the Lord your God all the days of your life. And what does this mean? There are, of course, multiple opinions. Rashbam says that when you bring the tithe to Jerusalem, you will see the Kohanim and Levi'im serving in the temple. This will inspire you, causing a sense of awe and wonder of the divine. Ha'anek Davar says it will cause you to study Torah. A person can't possibly eat 10% of their harvest all at once, and so they will linger in the holy city and fill the rest of their time with Torah study. Whichever interpretation you prefer, one thing is clear. Our commentators all agree that our external surroundings influence our inner lives. Our ancestors had to bring the second tithe to Jerusalem, not because of some impact on the food or God, but because of the impact it had on them. Even though we no longer bring tithes to Jerusalem, the message from this Torah portion still speaks to us today. Our surroundings affect our experiences. This is true when we move into a new home. It was true for our ancestors bringing tithes to Jerusalem, and it is true for each and every one of us when we engage in worship. God hears our prayers regardless of where we pray, but our experience of prayer is different depending on our surroundings. Our Torah portion encourages us to place ourselves in spaces that will enhance our experience of worship, whether that means coming to synagogue or creating, as Rabbi Rosen has suggested in the past, a sanctuary at home, a place dedicated to prayer and meditation, free from any work or other distractions. Because place matters. It is not simply what happens to be around us. It is what affects us, both inside and out.